advice and guidance can only guide you. It cannot make you you. And that's what a good teacher is. It is able to guide you on the right path, to make you yourself. But there's only you that can do it. And that's the beauty of it. And that's also why it's hard. There's a model, at least where I'm from, in my school, in my circumstances, in my tax bracket. Everyone, intersectionality, everyone has their own challenges, and life is different for everyone. But in my life, I've been told that there is this path to being successful. So yeah, there's this path to be not even successful, but to be a good person. You have to do this, you have to follow this narrative that we push onto you. And I guess it's in the theoretical limits of what school can do, because you cannot have one teacher with one student, even if that would be good. I guess this is what home is supposed to be like, where you have a more cater for your needs approach. But in school, because there's many students, you cannot have individual learning, especially for every kid. So in a way, you cannot, in the current system, avoid that. But there is this narrative that is getting pushed onto you, that you need to do this in order to become this, and this is the version of you that is the best. But what they don't teach you, and what I feel like you need to learn by yourself, is that each and every one of us is different. And we all know that. I feel like you have to build on that, because in the model that they push onto us, being different might seem as being bad. So if you're not like the norm, where the norm is something, you get rejected, you get bullied, and that's with the people themselves. Even the system tells us something. So in school, you need to do this, to do that, in order to become a good citizen and a good learner and a good student. But even in between the people that are getting taught this material, there is friction, two kids and two people that are not the same as the majority, right? But what I want you to understand, and what I understood, and I want to act on it, is that you just have to use what makes you unique and build onto that. And that's how you're going to be happy. It's not by following the rules that society puts on ourselves. It's just the only metaphor. It's very funny. The only comparison I have in mind is if they tell everyone to build a house, but let's say that they're using, it's very stupid, but let's say they're using, like, you need to build a house with peanuts. I don't know how you would do that, but, and let's say you're allergic to peanuts. It's stupid, I know, but you're gonna get rejected because you cannot build this house. You try it, you feel bad, you cannot build it, you cannot touch the peanuts. Let's stick with me. And then that's cool. So you try it, you fail, and you just get rejected. And everyone is able, but the majority is able. But let's say one day you listen to you, okay? You see what you like, you see what's going on, and then you're like, oh my god, maybe I cannot make a house with peanuts, but I can build it with like almonds or like other type of nuts. I don't know, it doesn't make sense, but and then when you do that, maybe your house is gonna be as beautiful as the other kids, or maybe it's gonna be even better. And that's what I mean by using what makes you different to become yourself and to affirm yourself in this society. And there comes a time where I think you have to look into what makes you you, and to start to live your life according to that. And it's very hard, I know it. It's the anxiety you feel. You don't want to go deeper under the anxiety if you always occupy yourself, because if you stop, you're gonna get anxious, and if you stop, you're gonna... But sometimes, but there's many cases where you can go seek professional help if you have the chance to do so. Do it if you feel like you need it. But sometimes, in very specific cases, you can do it by yourself if it's not too dangerous. I understand that sometimes professional help is the best thing you can get, and if you feel like you need it, don't be shy. Talk to people, get some help. It sounds rude, but it's really the best thing you can do for yourself. I did it in the past. But once you try to unravel everything and you go deeper in the stuff, you see that there's some things that you hate about yourself, because that's what society... It sounds like, oh my god, escape the matrix like discourse, but it's not what I mean. And you feel like all your life you've been rejected for that, but that's what actually making you special and makes you you. And I think you just have to lean into it in order to grow taller and grow stronger. So about advice in general, I feel like the best criticism of advice that comes to my mind, it's in this Herman S book, I'll put it here, Siddhartha. And the whole message, at least how I perceived it, is that you cannot teach people to become their true selves. That's you can adapt the message in many ways, but that's how I want to adapt it for this video. And advice and guidance can only guide you. It cannot make you you. And that's what a good teacher is. It is able to guide you on the right path, to make you yourself, but there's only you that can do it. And that's the beauty of it. And that's also why it's hard, because you're the only one that can become yourself. And I think that's very poetic and beautiful. But a teacher, a counselor, a master, call it whatever you want, can only help you become you. But at a certain point, you just have to do it yourself and to lean into what makes you unique and what makes you you, and what don't even think about it in like this concept. I forgot the name. I just put it here in editing, but don't think about that. Just do what makes you feel good and what you like, and by doing that you will start to build your life from what you feel here, instead of going from what you see over there. And once you have something here that guides you, and it's not like, I don't want to say it's like there's specific passion or mission in life. It's just about knowing what you like and what you don't. You can build your life and build the life you want based on that. And when you start to do it and it's gonna be hard, because there's some decisions that are gonna rupture with what you've set all your life. Some relationships are gonna take a hard blow with that. But once you start it, it just feels very good. And yeah, it makes you grow as a person, and it makes you become who you want to be. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. See you in the next one.